learn how to see better. Think about that just for a second. Before we can learn how to see better, first we have to learn how to see, right? But maybe there's more than meets the eye when it comes to that statement. And I'll tell you why I say that. I'm a new father, newborn baby at home. It's truly a blessing. You've got this bundle of joy in your arms at home. You're looking into their eyes, and they're looking right back at you. And then you realize they're looking right through you. They can't see you. You think there's eye contact, but they're seeing right through you. They're seeing, they don't have the visibility. Their eyes are still developing. They don't see your facial expression. They don't know what you're thinking as you look at them and as you gaze into their eyes. You see what I'm saying? And when you think about that, it makes you wonder, kind of like, what's the baby see? The baby sees me, but the baby doesn't see me. It's like it's reading and recording and just detecting and sensing and observing. The baby's sensing energy, looking at me, looking through me, looking all around me. And it's kind of wild when you think of it that way, because you realize they're not really dialed into your locked in gaze, especially in those very early stages. Parents, you know what I'm talking about here. But have you ever really given that thought to, like, what are they actually looking at? We want them to be looking at us, but they're kind of looking through us. They're looking around us. Sometimes they're looking at us like there's somebody coming up behind us. The baby's eyes are getting all big. You're like, whoa, something I need to know. And my wife and I were having this discussion recently, and it's just that aha, that as they go through this basic development, every single, bodily function they're learning right now, day by day, step by step. Don't even really know how to smile yet. So when that visibility, when that awareness comes into play, you realize, wow, you're being detected more than you're actually being seen. You're being sensed more than you're being seen. Your presence is being experienced more than it's actually being visualized. And that's that kind of reminder that there's more to us than just what we see. There's more than meets the eye. There's more to us than just the flesh that we exist in. If even a young baby that doesn't have really the ability to see the physical world all the way yet, but first can see, read, sense energy. That makes sense. So when you give thought to that and you think, well, then as the baby's eyesight develop, does the baby really lose what it once was able to sense? Or is there just this surface level replacement where we take what we sense in the physical world and use that to replace essentially what's in the energy realm, the spirit realm, right? That which is more than just what we see. And it gives pause to think then, if the little perfections of a baby have this amazing superpower, do we really ever lose that? Or do we just maybe suppress it? When you think of it that way, it almost acts as a reminder to say, hey, that means, hey, if it was in me from the beginning, then it's in me to the ending. It's still in me now. So if we were to take that perspective and say, how can I use this as a learning lesson and look at the world through a different set of eyes? How can I learn how to see better and look at people and circumstances as more than what they may seem to be on the surface? Could there be more to this happenstance chance meeting than meets the eye? Can there be more value in this connection than you might originally understand? Can there be more value from a trial or a tribulation than you can ever imagine while you're in it? But once you're through it, you can come to see that was an amazing transformative moment, an inflection point of sorts, right? So if you can sometimes step back and really understand that there's an ability to see things for more than what the surface vision or the surface visibility will give us. And we can learn how to see better by trying to read the energy and see people as more than what is right in front of us visually, right? The collection of experiences and relationships and all of the things that make this life experience worth living that creates a summation of a person and who they are, that can give us a whole different level of depth and meaning to life and a way to appreciate things. And so again, recognizing that there's more to meets the eye when it comes to people we interact with and the situations that we go through and encounter. And when we keep that in mind, it can help us to develop that fresh perspective so that we can have that right viewpoint on things and a better way of reframing elements of this experience. And it's something that I think that can be really taught to others. It's a paradigm shift for many, but it's so obvious when it's right in front of us, but it's not always right in front of us. So this is almost serving as a reminder. If you're not a new parent right now, maybe you don't even have children. I'm sure through some point your connections, your relatives, next time you've got a baby in your arms and they're looking at you, a brand new baby, realize there's more than meets the eye right there. You know, next time you're looking into the eyes of someone that you really care about and you realize that you love them, you would probably agree with me. And you could say there's more than just a person standing next to you staring into your eyes. No, that might be your soulmate. That might be your mother. That might be your brother. There's more than meets the eye and that connection that can be seen. You can see the love between two people. It's like, but you detect it at a different level. You see it, you sense it really, but it's a way of seeing. So take this time to be reminded and think about your relationships and the value of them. And take that moment of appreciation for those relationships and know what has gone into them to make them what they are, because there's more to meets the eye there. There's a whole lot more than you can see on the surface that gives it that rich meaning. So for those of you that have those folks you need to reach out to let them know, it's a great time to do that. It's a great time to let someone know that you appreciate them. The next time you're interacting with someone, maybe there's a situation where things don't go so smoothly. There's more to that person than meets the eye. There's more than we can see on the surface to that situation. The next time you're going through something, someone's going to be able to see that in you as well. And when you can go out into the world and see things in a little bit more mature fashion, it allows you to love more fully, because you realize that all of us are so much more than we tend to allude to. And it just helps us to be able to express ourselves more fully, and the appreciation that we have for others and love for others when we can just remind ourselves that they are so much more than what we see in the moment, because it's really just a snapshot in time when we see them in the moment. And that's how relationships are built, on a series and a sequence of moments that all have their individual value. And then that collective value is another example of it's more than meets the eye. So as we transition out of the first quarter of the year and transition into a season of spring, you know the old saying, it's spring again. As the flowers bloom, as relationships bloom and love blooms, it's just a reminder as we leave those chilly months behind to go appreciate someone and let them know about it. Because we're all more than what meets the eye. We're all a whole lot more than what we see. And when you can remember that and keep it at the forefront of your mind, it allows you to just appreciate people better, appreciate life better, and appreciate the experiences that shape us a whole lot better. So with that, I want to thank you for listening to this episode of Learn How to See Better. It's the only podcast that will improve your vision. The longer you listen, catch you on the next one.